Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. I'm sorry, okay? I'm really sorry. I was busy, okay? I had to get things ready for the show. I'm sorry. Plopsy's a little upset. I know. I know how it is. Trust me. I forgot to make coffee before the show, and now he's all upset. I mean, he had his little coffee cup here ready and everything. I was late. Hey, my problem. Well, then you go make... No, on second thoughts, don't you make it. That's probably not a good idea. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Welcome once again to this week's weekly Yuck Fest. Or Yuck Fest. Get it? It's a play on words, you see. Anyway, this is GainerWorld Live, the weekly get-together where we all just kind of show up here and let our hair down and say hi to everybody and make sure that we're all doing okay. My name is Tim Gainer, for those of you keeping score at home, and this is pretty much what we do for the space of the next hour. If you're looking for lots of fun, people like, well, if you're looking for Casey Neistat or David Dobrik, don't bother. This show is not as intelligent and probably a lot more safe, because all we do is we get together in the chat room that you can see here off to your right, and we go ahead and we just say hi to each other and chat and interact, and we hope that you're going to be a part of it, because that's what we do. And so don't expect any kind of anything like entertainment or anything like that. Lots of people have popped into the chat room so far this evening. Liz Jacket is here. Howdy, Liz. Always good to see you. You know that. Amu City Games is here doing his imitation of Elmer Fudd doing David Bowie. Let's dance. Put on your wet shoes and dance the blues. Anyway, little sister Judy from the CO. Yeah, always good to see you here. Amu City saying always my. Liz is saying we're early, and Amu City is saying always my philosophy with ex-girlfriends and their pregnancy tests. Hey, it's comedy. Apparently I'm being myself again. I'm supposed to be on my best behavior. Amu City, we're all used to it. That is your best behavior. So. Who wants to join me eating mushrooms and having a mini volcano and having a mini vacation in a David Lynch film? Wow. Dude, seriously? Okay, if you're going to do mushrooms, do something less harmful like Fantasia or something. Do the whole thing with the Pink Floyd album and Wizard of Oz. I mean, on shrooms? Seriously? You want to do Fargo on shrooms? Come on, what are you thinking here? What's the fun in that? Well, you get to bed early for a start. But, so anyway, we appreciate you being here. That's just some of the fun that we have. If you're new to our little clam bake, then, come on in and join us in the chat room. We'd love to hear from you, just like Amu City and Liz Jecka and little sister Judy. We're all having fun here on what turned out to be a gray, gloomy, blech day in the great city of Chicago. It's supposed to rain for the next 8 days, which I am not happy about. As an avid golfer, I can honestly say without fear of reservation, this is not good. And yeah, because only I don't have a rain suit. I suppose I should probably invest in one. It looks like I'm going to have to, St. Swithin's Day. I was thinking Eraserhead or Mulholland Drive. Okay. Amu City living on the edge, apparently. Getting ready to go the entire 10 miles, that is to say. But yeah, no, the rainy season apparently is upon us here in the great city of Chicago. And as a result of this, something has come to my attention, whether I like it or not. Allergies. People who know me know that I have some of the worst ragweed in history. And yeah, with all the rain coming down over the course of the last couple of days, well, let's just say that it hasn't been very comfortable. And so, yeah, so if you see me doing this, there's a real good reason for that, and that's because of the itchy, watery eyes. Now, we're going to get into the whole discussion, I can feel it, just because I said that, of, gee, Tim, you should get on allergy medicine. I would do that, but my getting on allergy medicine is about the equivalent of Amu City doing mushrooms and watching Mulholland Drive. Things get loopy. Things get real loopy real fast. And I have tried, pardon me, I've tried several types of allergy medicine, and it just all does the same thing to me. It just makes me goofy. It really does, which is great. I mean, it's legal and over the counter. But yeah, as far as everyday functioning goes, it gets a little cumbersome. Maybe he says, I'll do the mushrooms, you do the Benadryl, and we'll meet you in the middle. Sounds like a plan to me, dude. You can sit there and watch my face melt while I sleep. Yeah, no, I just get some of I would love, if there was an allergy medicine, and all the allergy medicines say the same thing, non-drowsy, you can work all day. Yeah, okay. I really think, if I can paraphrase Dennis Leary here, that there should be a warning label on all allergy medicines that say, don't make any plans. Unless you're down for the weekend, don't even think about it. Because I just can't do it. I want to do it. Don't get me wrong. I want to take allergy medicine. I love the summertime. I absolutely love the summertime. But just the watery eyes and the stuffy nose and little sister Judy says, and you being goofy on Benadryl is different than a normal day now? Not by much. Except that, I may nod off on you in the middle of a sentence. Which in itself could be kind of entertaining. I'm just saying. And a lot of people fall asleep in the middle of conversations they're having with me just by listening. And I realize that, but that's, just how that is. So, yeah. And I've tried, I've had Chris, give me ideas, try this, and I've had to try that. And my doctor's given me this, and it all amounts to the same thing. If I don't take it right about now, as a matter of fact, I'll just be loopy for the entire day. And if I do take it at night, I will fall asleep by 8 o'clock, like an old man. And I will get up at 8 o'clock the next morning going, what did I do? Which is a lot like what I did in the 70s, but it's an entirely different story altogether. Anu City says to Dennis Leary, I'm as high as a kite and my teeth are green. Merry effing Christmas. Yes! One of my favorite Christmas songs. Yes, indeed. Having to do with Japanese porn, I can't remember all the words, but I do love that. I do love that song so much. One of my favorites. So, yeah, so if anybody has any real non-drowsy stuff that they want to pass along, please, by all means, let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. Just because. 64, I'm tired of living like this. People asking about the AC situation. As you can hear a plane in the background, which means my windows are still open here at the GainerWorld International Complex, which means that there's still no AC. The AC has been ordered. It is being built and should be here in about another 7 weeks. That's the best I can do about that. Also, little sister wants to know about a news clip that she did send me. And I don't have it with me, but yes, I did I did get that, and I sent that into the proper authorities in Pennsylvania, in which they immediately laughed heartily and said, no, that just doesn't happen. Not with dead trees, anyway. The story is that there were a group of people that were in Pennsylvania. I forget the area, and I wish I had the story with me. But the long and short of it was they were in a Home Depot, a hardware store in Pennsylvania, and they had to be escorted from the building because they were holding an exorcism on behalf of the dead trees in the plywood section. Let me repeat this for you one more time in case you lost track there. A group of people that believed that they could help the spirits of the trees that became pieces of 2x4 or whatever in the lumber section of a Home Depot, they decided to hold an exorcism for. Now, the way I look at it is, if you're already dead, there ain't a whole lot they can do for you. So what's the point? Do they think this is going to bring the price of lumber down? I don't know. But there you have it. Megan Paulette has popped in, the Queen of Hugs herself. Hey, Megan, always good to hear from you. She says, non-drowsy allergy meds. Allegra D. Got to have the decongestant in there. I've got decongestant. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I can do decongestant. I can do nasal spray all day, and it won't bother me at all. It is the decongestant, though, that does mess with me. And let me see. This stuff keeps you wired. Okay. And Zysol, a great one to rotate the Allegra with. Now, see, Chris King got me onto Zysol. And I tried that. And, okay, a little bit of a backtrack. I was a Claritin guy for a long time. Loved Claritin. It cleared me right up, but again, made me loopy as all get out. My doctor switched me over to Zyrtec. And I went, okay, he says, the only thing you have to do is just take it before bed. Okay, I can do that. And that worked for a little while. And Zysol is another one. I'm just, and I walk into walls, and it just isn't cool. But yeah, no, I am aware of Zysol. But I will try Allegra. I will definitely try the Allegra. I've personally been using these two for years after recommendations from my allergist, and I'll never use anything else. I like the fact that Zysol does the job. I like the fact that Claritin does the job. And, Allegra, I don't know about. I'll definitely check that out. But, yeah. Again, if it doesn't make me all then I'll be okay. Can't rule anything out in Lackawanna. Okay, Lackawanna County is where it happened. Thank you, Megan. I see that. And little sister says, I so crack up at the visual of it. Yes, you can see a bunch of people. Can you imagine that? You're walking down trying to get a sheet of plywood, to put on your deck, and all you see is, the power of Christ compels you. It just doesn't make any sense to me, okay? I'm just saying. They aren't nasal spray, they're pills. I know, I understand that, but I do nasal spray because, did a lot of coke in the 80s, okay? It's force of habit. There is a nasal antihistamine called Nasal Cord. Makes the nose tingly. Well, I have done drugs that make my nose tingly too. And it did actually clear up my sinuses for days. Of course, I'd also be up for days. But we don't talk about that anymore. So anyway, but yeah, no, if there's anybody else that, and I really do appreciate the suggestions. I really do. Because I'm, it's just like, I love summertime. And anybody who follows the show on a regular basis knows I am a confirmed golf nut. I love getting out on 18, getting out on a beautiful day. Just the fact that I'm not going to be able to do it for another 7 because of all the rain that's predicted for the Midwest. Yes, it's supposed to rain in Chicago for the next 7 days, which really upsets me. I'm losing much valuable golfing time. So, yeah, but I love going out, but, it's just, you got to stop, you sneeze, you blow your nose. It's to watch a fat old guy do that in the middle of the 6th green is just not a pleasant sight. Okay, and I know this. MU City says, I'm going to keep my mouth shut about the plywood because I know people that would do some stuff like that. Oh, yeah. No, I understand. And what's really sad is I do too. I really do. I know people like that. And I've contacted people like that. You never suffer from the Lana Del Rey disorder, the summertime sadness. No, I don't. This is where I shine, is in the summertime. I really do. Summertime. I can't even talk. So it's one of those nights, I swear. No, I'm not. No, I know some people that actually do get depressed on sunny days. It's kind of weird. You can work on your music. Yes, I know. I can do that too. Liz says I should work on my music during the rainy days. And you're right. And I probably will. I have a couple of things in the works. Little spoiler there. And yeah, we'll definitely be working on those in the days to come. Got some things going on. So which allergy meds are you currently on given your speaking issues? No, unfortunately, MU City, this is organic right now. I'm really sorry to say. What can I tell you? Yeah, that's just the way it is. It's been one of those weird days. Can't help it. Speaking of people like Lana Del Rey and celebrities of that ilk, should we go down the Isle of Brittany for just a moment? Do we want to go down this path? Because apparently, now that we're back to normal, now that life is what it's supposed to be, almost, kind of, sort of, the big story apparently is Britney Spears and her conservatorship, that is to say. And Jan Judy says no. I mean, to quote Chris Crocker, leave Britney alone. I know. I almost started the show. Okay, a little bit of a spoiler here. I almost started the show with that. But I didn't know how many people would A, remember it, or B, know what I was talking about. But, I mean, normally I don't care about stuff like this. Normally this really means absolutely nothing to me. Until I read the transcript. I read the transcript of her testimony. I'm just going to throw it out there. Yes, I was that bored. And I was okay with it. I'm going, okay, she just wants her money. Okay, people have been walking on her. Okay, what else is new in the recording conspiracy? Okay, people are robbing you blind. Yeah, okay, what else is new? And then I got to the point where she was saying that when she got to the point where she said that people were keeping her from taking her IUD out so she couldn't have another kid. That's when I sat up and went, wait a minute. Either it's true what they're saying, either Brit is cray-cray, or this girl is literally being held hostage. And I would love to know what you guys think about this. Amy City says, considering my DNA is 23% internet, of course I would know it. I know you would know it because when we were working together, you were the one that used to turn me on to all this stuff. So I'm sure you've got a truckload of this stuff, okay? But yeah. Let me know what you guys think about it, if you think about it, or if you even don't care, because you get on TV, you get on the internet, and it's like, Britney's conservatorship. First off, when did Britney Spears become relevant again? The last time I heard, she dropped out about 2005. Really didn't care, Womanizer, toxic, that was about it. And then she just went out, just kind of went down the tubes, so to speak. And now they won't let her mess with her tubes. Hey, but come on, it's comedy, for God's sake. But, yeah, I'm having a hard time with that one. Not that I care, Little Sister Judy says conservators cannot make those kind of decisions. She still has some rights. She cannot control her money and must follow any judge's orders. Okay, that I understand. I understand a conservator is to help you with, get your finances together, help you with your life and all that good stuff. And like I said, that was my problem. When I read and I heard that I want to have another baby. Okay. I have an IUD in right now. TMI. My family won't let me take the IUD out. WTF. That's when I stood up and went, I think this is beyond the realm of reality. And that's why if that is true, then, her family is just, well, they are from Texas. And secondly, yeah, if it's not true, then she's just, she's just totally cray-cray. So, I'd love to know what you guys think about that, if you do think about it, if you do care. Even if you don't care, that's fine with me. In the meantime, though, let's do this, shall we? Let's do something here. Oh. Yeah. Come on now. Give me some sound here. Amy City says, Judy, that depends upon if the judge ordered a conservator or of a state or conservator of person. Conservator of person has full control over medical decisions. That is very true. Amy City says, Pink Floyd, wish you were here. I'm not sure I remember all the words, dude. I would love to play it. I do know how to play it, but I can't. I wish I knew. I wish I could remember it, but unfortunately I don't. I want to try one that I haven't done in a long time, and I may botch this up all over the place, but it just kind of came to my head. It's a song by Brewer and Shipley. Just like the Seneca, I have lost my way. Too soon tomorrow comes, lifetime's awakening. Too soon tomorrow, lifetime's awakening brings forth the melody I've heard before. Oh my God, must it be so hard just to breathe in love and learn to be a man? Doing all that I can Too soon tomorrow comes, lifetime's awakening. Too soon tomorrow becomes yesterday. Oh my God, must it be so hard just to breathe and love and learn to be a man? Oh my God, must it be so hard just to breathe and love and learn to be a man? I'm doing all that I can. And there you have it. I haven't played that in a long time. If you ever get the inclination, one of my favorite places, or one of my favorite albums actually, is Brewer and Shipley's Weeds album. It wasn't one of those that really took off or did anything. But it's just such a great album. Just from the vibe of that. It was an album that was recorded around 1971, and it was right after they had their whole thing with One Toke Over the Line and Tarkio Road. And they just kind of went in and had a great cult following from there. And it's something that I recommend that you listen to sometime in your life. It's one of those albums you have to hear before you die. It also has a great, and it's something that I don't know. I might even do it one of the shows. Who knows? I might have to do this because it has the greatest version of the Crow Peyote chant. If you've ever heard it, if you know anything about the Crow Indians, where they would go up into the mountains of North Dakota and they would pick peyote mushrooms. And they would come down and during the harvest, and of course they would eat these things and trip their brains out, and they would sing the song. And basically the lyrics of the song is, water, spirit, spring running around my head makes me feel glad that I'm not dead. And it's this wonderful mantra, and it's just so great. It's just so fantastic. Amy City says, "Sweet Jesus, sweet baby Jesus." That's right. Totally recommend that. Amy City also says, One Toke Over the Line changes the meaning depending upon where you put the emphasis, either on the one, or either the over the line or sweet Jesus. Oh, I get it. Okay, now I understand. One toke over the line. Sweet Jesus. One toke over the line. Sweet Jesus. I know. I get it. It was one of those, and that's kind of how they got away with it at the time, because it was just kind of like one of those. It's one of those songs that back in those days where you had those kind of lyrics where you knew you were just kind of standing on the edge of the cliff going, boy, that's a heck of a drop. So you didn't know if it was going to get banned or not. There was a lot of fun with that. So that is what's happening in this lifetime. And we've pretty much used up 29 minutes, and he's used up all of his talking points for the night. I'm vaccinated. It's allergies. Like I said, I'm vaccinated. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we're going to... exactly. What? 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 So, yeah. There's all kinds of weird things that are going on in this life. They're going on this week. I usually... No, trust me, Mike, there's lots of talking points. I'll make stuff up, dude. Don't worry about that. I know how to fill an hour. Who's going to be with you at Hearts? Oh, that's a very good question. at Hearts. Hearts. If you were watching a few minutes ago, you noticed that we were talking about show that we're going to be doing on Friday, August 20th at Hearts Saloon in Chicago, and two very good people, or two very good acts, I should say, are going to be joining me that night. One of them is a local band that a lot of people know. A lot of people know that Steal the Rain. Some very good friends of mine, and I'm very happy. I've played with them before. They do a great job. I strongly recommend them. They're going to be there. And the lady saying yay in the chat room, she has every reason to say yay in the chat room because, and this is something I want everyone that is watching this, I don't care if you're watching me live or in the replay, I don't care. You need to come out for this very reason. Friday, August 20th will be the Chicago debut of none other than the Queen of Hugs herself, Miss Megan Paulette. If you are a regular to the show and if you follow what we do on the Hug Show and everything like that, you know that she has had an amazing run of singles. She's had an amazing run of number one hits. Her latest single, Subliminal Love Affair, just hit number one this week in the Hugs Top 10. Other great tracks like her cover of Guns N' Roses' Patience, Hear Me on the Radio, which was so good it ended up at number one for 7 weeks, I think it was, at number one last year. Garnished her an award for Female Artist of the Year. Special to Me, another great track. Little Sister says she'll fly in for that. I think you should. I think everybody should fly in for this. Because we're all getting out again. We're all able to play music again. It's just a little hole in the wall in Evergreen Park, Illinois. But we're going to have so much fun. Steal the Rain, Tim Gainer, and Megan Paulette all out there. Friday, August 20th, Hearts Saloon on 99th and Artesian in Evergreen Park, Illinois. Please join us for it. It's going to be a heck of a great time. Such an honor to share the stage with you. No, love. It is an honor to share the stage with you. And I'm so proud and happy that you agreed to do this show with me. Thank you so much. And I will say two things, and I will say this live, and everybody in the chat room will agree with me on this. Number one, get ready for the culture shock of your life. And number two, and I've told you before, we've talked before, this is just a little hole in it. This is a beer and two shots place. And everybody's going, no, it's a shot and a beer place. No, it's a beer and two shots place. So you order a beer and suddenly you hear somebody unload two shots into the air. Okay, it's one of those. And as a Ute, Your Honor, I gotten thrown out of there a few times. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. So this is a complete homecoming for me. This is an absolute homecoming. This is in Judy's in my old neighborhood, just around the Beverly area in Chicago, and it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. Please join us for this, and also join us on Saturday, September 18th. We're going to be at the Hugs Gathering in Pennsylvania. This is going to be a day-long live concert event that is going to be broadcast live on WRGG Radio. Megan's going to be there. I'm going to be there. All of your favorite Hugs artists are going to be there. Yiga Digga, Ken Shelton, Megan Paulette, Phil Pope is scheduled to be there. Just an incredible Stephen Hawk. Everybody's going to be there. And we want you to be there too. It's going to be just a great day. Liz also is telling... Liz is saying to Megan, talk to Tim if you need ideas on where to stay flying into Midway. Yes, I've got to send that to you. I got to send you a little list of hotels. September 18th, I will be in Athens. I'll have to miss it. No, you don't. You will not have to miss it. WRGG.org. The entire concert is being broadcast live. You have no excuse. I don't care where you are in the world, you'll be able to hear it. You'll be able to hear it off the website, or you can listen on the TuneIn app. Okay? No excuses. So According to the chat room, Megan, everybody's looking forward to meeting you. You've got a fan club. You've got a fan base in Chicago, and you don't even know it yet. You haven't even played a note yet. Not bad. I like that. So, yeah, we're going to have lots of fun doing that. And might have a couple new songs in the mix by then. Who knows? So we will see what happens. So yeah, okay. So fly in, yeah, definitely fly in for that. If you want more information, you can go to Megan's website, meganpaulettemusic.com. You can go to my website, timgainer.com. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, Liz. I'm psyched to see all of you. There you go. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. A funny thing did happen that I have to talk about. I don't talk about, usually I don't talk about, are the boys playing with you? Right now it is planned that Matt will be on bass and Jim will be on guitar. The lineup that I have right now is Matt's going to be on bass, Jim's going to be on guitar. I'm also happy to say that I'm going to be joined by, how shall we say, one of the Gainer alumnus. A guy that I respect as a player, I love as a friend, and he's just cool beyond his means. And that he played with me in Rats, played with me at Brad Axis when I toured Canada. Ken Valskis is going to be joining me on stage as well. One of the great guitarists I've ever had the pleasure of playing with. And he has agreed to help with these shows as well. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. That's definitely going to be a lot of fun. And a drummer by the name of Scott Paith, who this is going to be the first time I've jammed with him, but he's got a track record longer than my forearm. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm looking forward to we're going to be starting rehearsals probably the first week of July, right after the 4th. We're going to start getting to work on that. So we'll be giving you all kinds of updates on that as well. And so a little behind the scenes, if you will. Along with lodging, I had one of the artists that are going to be showing up in Pennsylvania. One of the things that I've done, I figured if we're going to have this many people traveling out east, because I'm going to have the full band with me, and I figured if we're going to have everybody out there. Amy City says parking looks horrid around there. It is. There's a little tiny parking lot in the back. I'm here to tell you, Amy City. I'm here to tell you. Okay, this is right on the corner of 99th and Artesian, and you being a Southsider, you know what I'm talking about. And it's a little bitty. I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember what it was called before then when I got thrown out of it. I think it was like the Roundhouse or something like that. It was a country bar. And of course, for, the long-haired hippie in the 70s, that was probably not the greatest idea to go into there. But we did, and yeah, when you start dancing on the pool table, people get upset. I don't know why. Especially when they're playing. Have you ever noticed that? Let me see. Amy City's your friends. Judy and Amy City are talking amongst themselves about transportation and Uber. And yeah, for Amy City to take Uber from where he's at, we're talking the end of the earth. Okay? Just about. I'm just saying. I need to sell a kidney. As if you haven't sold both already. Which in itself could be kind of interesting. There's a TikTok waiting to happen. So yeah, definitely get all that information, and we hope to see you out there. What else is happening in the world? Try parking on Western. Yeah, you could do that. Actually, now I'm really going to date myself here, and I'm really going to localize myself here by saying this. Amu City will understand what I'm saying, though. You don't need to park on Western, although Liz's suggestion is a valid one. But if you feel like walking, there is parking at the edge of Evergreen Plaza, which I think would be like around 97th Street. You would have to walk maybe about a block and a half. But I think, that it's just something to think about. We've got 2 months to figure this out. Okay, okay. we can figure this out. I swear. 95th and Western to 97th. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right at the edge of 97th. Right. Megan says, "Ew." Yeah. See, you got to understand. This is the south side. You're coming into it. You're coming into the south side of the great city of Chicago, my dear. This is what's going on. You're going to have to take care of this. I got it. Parking by Five Below, and also right, absolutely. And I'm thinking not even that. I'm thinking right where the parking garage used to end, right by there, right by Carson's. Just a thought. You can tell Megan's from out of town because she's freaking already just about the parking. Okay, I'm just saying. Don't worry. We'll get you out of here safe and alive. I promise. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Of course, we're gonna have fun. But anyway, yes, it's a different lifestyle here. Okay. And okay, let's talk about. I want to talk to my Chicago folks for just a second, because there is an idea being floated around by the city council, the Chicago City Council, that they want to change the name of Lakeshore Drive. And it will no longer be Lakeshore Drive. It will be DuSable Drive. Named after, of course, John Baptiste DuSable. What do you think? Little sister says no. MU City says he has not sold his own kidneys, which is good to go. No. Let's go down. Megan says ew. MU City says I got it. Judy says I'm betting the ew had to do with selling kidneys. Possibly. Then again, I've seen some of her posts on Facebook. Liz says it's a small bar in the suburbs. And yes, it is a small bar in the suburbs, I will say. But it's right. See, I say it's in Chicago because here's Western Avenue. Here's Chicago. Here's Evergreen Park. Harts is 1 block west of Western Avenue on Artesian. So realistically, it's Evergreen Park. But then again, the lines are blurred by that point. So I say Chicago. I don't care. The ew was for the parking being trash. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, you have to understand that even though she purports herself to be a school teacher from the Pittsburgh area, or from Maryland, depending upon whose side you're on, she is a musician. And if she's a musician, that means that her mind works in mysterious ways. So there. The parking will be trash, but we will take care of that. You have my word on that. MU City says as far as Lakeshore Drive goes, it's the Sears Tower. It will always be the Sears Tower. LSD will always be LSD. Yes, and Comiskey Park will always be Comiskey Park. It is not Guaranteed Rate Field. It is not Cellular One Field. It is not whatever kind of crap they want to call it this week. It's Comiskey Park. It's the Sears Tower. And it's always going to be Lakeshore Drive. Age Streets. Aid Streets? I think you mean... I'm looking down on my keyboard. You do mean side streets, right? Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, just checking. Every once in a while, we need to spell check here on the show to make sure everybody's, in one place. And everybody's talking the same language. And if you are new to this, if you're watching this for the first time and you're still trying to figure out what the heck's going on, number one, I really don't blame you. And number two, come on into the chat room and we'll be more than glad to let you in on what's going on and why it's going on and see if you come out of it alive. It was bad enough when they straightened LSD. No, I don't know about that. I really don't. It throws old timers like us off because you're waiting for that 90-degree S turn or Z turn, whatever it was. But and for people out of town, again, we're being very localized about this. But there was a time. There's a road I'd like to tell you about. It's in my hometown, Lakeshore Drive. The road's called, and it can bring you up or down. But there was a point in downtown Chicago where Lakeshore Drive, you're driving and you're driving straight and you're driving straight. And all of a sudden you came to this literal 90-degree left or right turn, which would go for about 150 feet. And then you'd go to this 90-degree left turn. And the reason they did that was they built it, my understanding was they built it around a building that no longer exists. And I believe it was in the late 70s, early 80s, that they decided to straighten that thing out a little bit. Not by much, but, a little bit. There's still a curve in that general area, but it's just not as treacherous, shall we say. And for, grizzled veterans like myself and little sister and, Liz, people that I know that are from the city, to go down that street, you're still waiting for that turn. And it just doesn't show up. You just get this little curve. And then another little curve. And so it gets kind of weird. And now they're talking about renaming it. Little sister says it was awesome at 70 miles an hour and high. Yes. Yes, it was. It was. That was true. That's how you tested somebody's mettle. Right there. Dude, watch this. Lakeshore Drive. Dude, go for it. Yeah, that was lots of fun. So, a couple people we know didn't survive that turn. You don't come back from Dead Man's Curve. What do you think it was written about? So, yeah, there was that. In 2017, they proposed straightening it out again. No, I can't see it. I can't see it. With a friend of ours driving a station wagon. Yes, I understand. I do understand, and I remember those days. Some of them, the rest of them are but yeah. Oh, let's do this real quick. Let me do one real fast before we go. Got the urge to do one. Okay, let me do this one real fast. This one just kind of came to mind. I just have the urge to play it. See, again, that's another case of let's see if I remember how to do this. You know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. 'Cause I told you once before goodbye, but I came back again. I'll let go. I'm the one who wants you. Yes, I'm the one who wants you. Oh, 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 you could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I thought that you would realize that if I ran away from you, that you would want me to. But I got a big surprise. Oh, you could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I wanna go, but I hate to leave you. You know I hate to leave you. Oh, you. If you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. Yeah, some old Beatles, man. Haven't done that in a while. Long while. And it shows. I know. Let's see what happens here. So yeah, let me move this down a little bit. Again, thanks for everybody who's been helping out with all this. Pardon me. I'm vaccinated. It's okay. Not gonna die just yet. It's all allergies, and I've got my shopping list here in front of me of new allergy medicine. And again, if you're watching the replay, leave comments like down there in the comment section of what allergy medicines are good. What won't make me drive my car off a cliff. I would appreciate that. If I fly in, can we sing Reflections? No, I don't know any Supremes. I'm kidding. I know what you're talking about. Circle, circle, dot, dot. If you got your cootie shot. Oh, my God. I have... Oh... This is what happens when you don't drink coffee before the show. You're right. Don't worry about it. I haven't done that since I was a kid. I haven't heard that since I was 6. Come on, really? No, I don't need cootie shots. No, I promise you, there's no girl germs around here. Let me tell you. No, not this time. But so yeah, I don't normally get political on this show. I don't want to a lot of times, like most of the time, because politics are just so stupid. I think anyway. But Rudy Giuliani's been suspended from practicing law. Remember when he used to be a hero? Remember when he was like the coolest guy in the world after 9/11? Remember when he ran for president? Now he's just this blithering idiot with hair dye running down his cheek. Tristan Roth pops in. Hello, Tristan. Thanks so much for popping in this evening. We certainly do appreciate it. And, yeah, boy, if you just came in, well, first off, you missed the entire show, so shame on you. Evil finger wag at you, young lady. And secondly, you have missed the greatest internet show possibly in the history of the internet. Okay, that's just all there is to it. That's what you get for coming in late. We're all just still kind of chuckling to ourselves from the great amount of comedy that has gone on over the course of the last 55 minutes. Except for the politics of dancing, says Amu City. The politics of, ooh, feeling good. Is this message understood? Yes. Can you dig it? Yes, I can. There you go. And that's okay, Amu City, because, we can dance if we want to. We can leave our cares behind. And your friends can dance. But if they don't dance, hey, no friends of mine. Just remember that. Which reminds me of a very great thing, and I really hope that Megan is still watching the show, because I did want to bring this up. This is one thing I did want to bring up that was very cool. We had a, pardon me. The Hug Show had a special guest. Megan has this wonderful thing where she helps the host of the show, Cyrus Gray, with co-hosting duties on kind of an interim basis. And the other night, there was a very, very, and I really wish people had heard this. I know people heard it because the show's heard in over 40 countries. But there was this great kind of spontaneous moment that happened on the show concerning, there was a musical guest, a great 12-string guitarist by the name of Colby Dove, which I strongly recommend you check out. He played a cover of, I was asleep because I worked tonight, says Tristan. No excuses. We do not take excuses, young lady. There was this great spontaneous moment where Colby was singing a cover of Take On Me. Now, I'm not joking about this. And he actually did a really good job of it. But during the chorus, and everybody knows the chorus of Take On Me if you are any kind of an 80s fan at all. The reality of the situation was that Megan did not know that her mic was open and started singing the harmonies along with Colby. This, in my opinion, is why radio was invented, to capture moments like this. And if ever there was a great case of people just spontaneously breaking into song, this was it. And I gotta hand it to her. She did a great job. The whole show was terrific. But I really hope that you hear it. That's kind of some of the stuff that goes on with that show. If you don't get a chance to listen to it, you really should. WRGG.org or in the Pennsylvania area, 93.7 WRGG FM out of Greencastle. It's a great show. It really is. But at the same time, yeah. So Tristan says, I was asleep. I worked tonight. Well, young lady, we all have our price to pay. And in fact, I have paid my dues for this evening because we're getting ready to get on out of here. We're going to wrap up another fun type of evening. Unless there's something that anybody else wants to add, we'll just hurry up and get on out of here. I appreciate everybody that has been tuning into the show. I appreciate people commenting in the chat room. Tell your friends about this, okay? I would love to do one thing, and that is just for my own ego, if nothing else, and that's to get to 100 subscribers. We've got over 85 right now. We're that close. That close. So tell your friends about it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Leave a like if you're watching the replay, because that's what helps to spread the word on YouTube about this show. I really would appreciate it more than anything. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. We're almost out of this COVID thing. We just got a little bit further to go. Told a couple of my friends about you. Well, that's why they're not watching the show, obviously, because you told them about... Oh, you told them about the show. Okay. No, I understand. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and those that identify as neither. I must take my leave. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you next week. Same at you, MU City, and same to everybody. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We're almost past this COVID thing. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. In other words, if you like it, hey, you know what to do. We'll see you next week. We out. Peace.